Hello everyone, my name is Diva. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, MERCARI, and eBay. I also work full-time and I'm a full-time parent. And today I have April 2025 sales for you. So let's check it out. All right guys, so here are my April 2025 sales. We're going to go through this in a minute here, but for some reason, every time I show my face in the OBS software, it keeps being a delay and it's just really weird. I don't like it. So we're just gonna do this and you can see me at the beginning and the end of the video. So anyway, let's go over these sales real quick. All right, so starting out, we had a bundle on Poshmark. Now, most of my sales are on Poshmark. Really surprised about this, honestly, but especially with these new Poshmark changes, it's kind of making me uncomfortable because I do a lot of business through Poshmark now, even more than eBay and Mercari. So, yeah, as you'll see, I'll have a lot more sales coming from the Poshmark platform. Okay, so starting out is this Lululemon cardigan sweater and this Old Navy shorts bundle. I lotted up 3 shorts that were the same size, just different style from Old Navy that I got in a ThredUp denim box. So, you know, $1 to $2 into each pair. And then I also got this Lululemon cardigan from a 25-piece box. So anyway, the customer paid $70 after sales and everything. I made $39.20. Not too shabby on that. Next was a Unina Ava low-rise super skinny zipper skinny jean, 29, a size 29. I sold that for $12 on Poshmark. After the fee, I made $9.05 from a ThredUp denim box. My denim boxes are always bangers most of the time. I have about $1 to $2 into them each piece. All right, next was an Alexander Wang gray women's top. It sold for $8 on Poshmark and I made $5.05. Totally lost money on this. I got this from the designer box, and it had a what was it? A pole in it. Like, it had a flaw and it was an older style. Not really the best. The silk was kind of washed, you know how it's like dull. So anyway, I was just willing to let it go. I had already made my money back from that box though, so this is kind of just $5 extra profit. Next was a J. Crew linen short. It was a size large. Sold this for $13. After fee, I made $10.05. I was happy with this. I got this from a 50-pound box, so it's about $1 to $2 into it as well. Next was the Talbot short, size 10. These I believe were, did we get this from the 25-piece boxes we just opened? Probably. The person paid $13 after fees and shipping. I made $7.73. Once again, $2 to $3 into that. Next was a Madewell women's knee-length dress. It was really cute. It was a forest green and it had buttons down the front. If you can imagine that, you can see a little bit from the picture, not much. It was a size small, almost kept it, but it's not really my style. You have to wear like a shirt under it. I don't know. The buttons are kind of weird. But anyway, they bought it for $13 after fees and shipping. I made $6.77. It was from a 25-piece box, so $2 to $3 into that. All right, next was an eBay sale. This was a pair of Vigos jeans. They were a size 31. They were vintage style. The buyer paid $27.94 with my shipping costs. And I ended up making $14.97 after fees from a ThredUp denim box, of course. It almost got returned. The person says they don't fit right, but they never sent them back. So I guess I ended up making the money from them anyway. So $1 to $2 cost of goods. Next was a new Tag Athleta high-rise shine tux tight. It was new, obviously new Tag, extra small. It sold for $30 after fee. I made $24. This was from a 25-piece box. $2 to $3 into it. This next sale was also Lululemon. It was an Align high-rise size 2 legging. It was kind of a flare bottom, but it sold for $38 plus shipping, so 48 to 28, and I made $32.50. Another one of those 25-piece gems where I only spent $2 to $3. Lululemon's always a bolo, always. All right, next is an Ann Taylor Factory black Bermuda short. They are curvy, size 8. This I got from another 25 piece. I have a lot of those that I've recently gone through. So anyway, the buyer paid $24.54 and I made $13.94 on a $2 to $3 cost of goods. All right, next was a J. Crew wool blend pencil dress. It was a size 8 and the buyer originally paid $35.39. But as you can see, I recently got this returned. They said it did not fit, but they did give me positive feedback saying it was as described. But yeah, so obviously, that was not a great. All right, so this is a loft belted, the Sutton kit crop. It was like a trouser pant, new a tag, size 4. Got this in another 25 piece or 50, I don't know, $2 to $3 into it. It sold for $31 after fees and shipping. $22.48 is what I made. Next, this is a really good sale. This was from the recent 25 piece that I opened that had all of the Rent the Runway stuff in it. Now, I haven't sold much of that, but I did sell this one, which made the box completely paid for. This was a Sabina Muskiev. It was like a pink purple shimmery long tiered dress, very elegant, size extra small. Somebody bought out MERCARI for $120. After the selling fee, I made $107.18, which I am perfectly happy with because I think the selling fee was less than on Poshmark. So very happy that sold on there. But yeah, when you pay 60 something dollars for a box and make $100 on one item, you're kind of happy. All right, next was an Old Navy black high-rise Wow pant. It was a jean size 2. The buyer purchased it for $20. After the fee, I made $16 on that. This was from another ThredUp denim box. I almost kept it for myself, but then I realized, and it did fit me a little bit, but then I did realize that I don't really like wearing black jeans all the time, so I had to let it go, and of course I knew it would sell because Old Navy Wow jeans are like bolos for me at least. But yeah, $2 to $3 into that, or $1 to $2 into that, can't really go wrong. Next is a Madewell mid-rise perfect vintage jean. It was a size 24 petite, and this one was from another denim box, so $1 to $2 into it. It sold on MERCARI for $38, and I made $33.38 on a pair of Madewell jeans, not new a tag, so really happy about that sale. Next was a My Little Pony Princess Luna figurine. I let it go on, what was this? eBay? Yes, I let it go on eBay for $15 plus shipping. I made $12.08 from this. And the reason why I let it go so cheap was because it had some of the plastic was peeling, it had some scratches. It was not in perfect condition. If this was in better condition, it probably would have gone for like $30. But I was happy to take what I could because it was from my daughter's own collection, and that's more than we would have made at Once Upon a Child. So if you have any My Little Pony stuff, definitely get that listed because people are buying it. You'll see another item later on. All right, this was a vintage Coach backpack. I actually kept this and used it for a while until I thought I liked backpacks, but then I was like, no, I don't like backpacks. They're kind of annoying for me. So I decided to go ahead and list it because it was from my first Coach box, which was the bomb. I bought 2 Coach boxes. One I sold, I would have sold everything out of that box if I didn't keep one of the purses, or actually I kept two of the purses, but I let this one go and the other one I'm not ready to let go yet. But the second box was a dumpster fire. Like nobody's bought anything from that box. If you are interested in any coach, I do have it listed on Poshmark, but nobody's bought anything. So I'm adjusting the price and everything. Just I don't know what's going on. I haven't made my money back at all from that box. But anyway, this backpack sold for $67.08 after, the buyer paid for everything. And I made $45.71. I did have $20 into that. I did buy this Coach box full price. So, that wasn't horrible, right? Double or nothing. All right, next was a milk and honey top. It was a size medium. For some reason, I bought this for myself at Goodwill. It was on like $50 day, but it was just like very saggy on the top. I don't know how you're supposed to wear these, but I felt very loose. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and list it for, $15. The buyer paid for it and I ended up making $12.97. I might have only spent $3 or $4 on it. I wasn't upset to let it go. I'm selling stuff from my own closet, guys. This was another item from my own collection of CDs. I let these go for $12.99 plus shipping. The buyer paid $20.36 and I made $10.84 on these CDs. I am trying to sell what I have because, times are tough. So pretty much anything I own goes. All right. Next was the Skims. Of course, I spelled edition wrong. That's wonderful. We're just going to ignore that I spelled edition wrong. I copied and pasted. Anyway, it was a pajama top. Yes, just the top. It was new with tag. Somebody purchased it on Poshmark for $35 after fees and shipping. I made $28. I got this in a fabric box, guys. I spent $26 on this fabric box. And I got a lot of banging stuff. I actually bought 2 boxes. Me and Claire did a battle video with those boxes, and let's just say I've done pretty decent with it. So, or was it the t-shirt one? I don't remember at this point, but I only had $1 or $2 into it, so not complaining about that sale. Next was a Madewell curvy kick-out jean, size 28. Almost kept these for myself, but for some reason they were very long on me. I am only 5'2", so a lot of jeans, if they're not a short jean or they're, however they're made, they're really long on me and it's sad. But anyway, this was from a ThredUp denim box. I got $1 to $2 into it. The buyer paid $27 and after fees and shipping, I made $19.28. Loving these sales. Next was a Princess Celestia figurine for my daughter's own collection. It sold for $30 on MERCARI. I made $26.28 on it. And yep, that was better than Once Upon a Child, and my daughter got to make some money. Next was a Queen Tour tee. I got it from the very first t-shirt box I opened. Buyer paid $15.99. I made $8.11. Probably spent $1 on that shirt, so happy about that sale. Glad to get it out of here. All right, and last was a Thomas Pink. It was a trench style dress, size 10. This has been here since I think last year. I got it from a 25-piece box, so $2 to $3 into it. One of the first boxes I did. But anyway, buyer paid $55.31. After fees and shipping, I made $38.82. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about all these sales. I'm very part-time, but it's really good to see all this stuff above $30 selling. Wish I could sell above $30 every day. That would be great. But yeah, I have to sell the way I do because I have a lot of things going on that affect me. But yeah, guys, anyway, I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more. And as always, be kind, be courageous, and be the best you. Bye.